This is the Monday Night Raw August 25, 2025 full show results video, which takes place at Birmingham, England. Roman Reigns made his entrance in Birmingham to loud chants before addressing the crowd. He admitted times have changed, he no longer has his bloodline, his Wiseman, or his championships. While proud of Jey Uso, Roman reminded everyone that he still has a rematch clause and deserves another title shot. He then turned his focus to Bronson Reed, then Paul Heyman interrupted with Reed, carrying Roman's old shoes as trophies. Heyman recalled their 5-year history together, saying he still loves Roman but came to show tough love, adding that Reed would deliver it. Reed insulted Roman, calling himself the Samoan his family warned him about, and promised to expose him at Clash in Paris. Roman demanded respect and his shoes back, sparking a heated exchange. This escalated into a wild brawl at ringside and up the ramp, with security, road agents, and Adam Pearce struggling to separate them as Reigns and Reed kept fighting. Back from commercial, Judgment Day are walking backstage, and Dominic Mysterio runs into El Grande Americano. Finn Balor is suspicious, but Dom tells him not to worry about it, and he and JD McDonagh keep moving. Then we saw a match between Dragon Lee vs JD McDonagh. Dragon Lee and JD McDonagh battled in a fast-paced match with high-flying counters and near falls. Finn Balor was ejected early, and Dominic Mysterio's attempted interference was stopped by AJ Styles. After trading big moves, Lee survived JD's counters, hit the Hidden Blade, and sealed the win with Operation Dragon, earning a hard-fought pinfall victory. Backstage, LA Knight questions if CM Punk purposely let him crash through a table last week, noting Punk never helped. He warns that at Clash in Paris, it's feast or famine, then promises to reset Bron Breakker tonight. Back from commercial, we get a Rusev video package where he talks about how he hurts the people he wants to hurt now, and he wants to hurt Sheamus. Backstage, Judgment Day bicker amongst themselves about how JD McDonagh's match went south, and Raquel Rodriguez calms everybody down by saying Liv Morgan wouldn't want them bickering like this. Dominic Mysterio suggests Finn Balor take care of AJ Styles tonight, and Finn agrees to go ask Adam Pearce for a match. Raquel turns to Roxanne Perez to give her a pep talk ahead of her match tonight. Then we saw a match between Kofi Kingston vs Penta. Kofi Kingston and Penta battled fiercely with strikes, counters, and high-flying offense. Penta nearly won with a Penta driver and a Topkan gyro, wiping out New Day, but interference from Grayson Waller created an opening. Kingston capitalized, hitting Trouble in Paradise to score the pinfall victory in a hard-fought, momentum-shifting match. Backstage now, Rhea Ripley is stretching, and Eeyo Sky rolls up. She's grateful to Rhea for helping her out, but Asuka and Kairi Sane are her family, and they're upset, so she thinks for now they should maintain their distance. Ripley says she understands, and Eeyo thanks her and embraces her, all while the Kabukis arrive in the background and look on. Stephanie Baker is backstage chatting with Adam Pearce. He says she's still the #1 contender to the WWE Women's World Championship, but that match won't be happening in Paris. He has an opponent in mind, and he just needs time to finalize the details. And she says she wishes she could be in Paris, but she understands the situation. Becky Lynch entered Birmingham, mocking the city and recalling her tryout there 15 years ago before insulting Nikki Bella. Nikki interrupted, calling Becky a little bitch and demanding a title shot. Becky refused, mocking her as broke-neck Barbie. Nikki fired back, reminding Becky she beat her last week and claiming Lynch only replaced her out of fear. Tensions escalated as Becky declared herself the greatest wrestler, citing Sports Illustrated, while Nikki dismissed it, saying fans matter. The crowd chanted Becky's desperate, fueling the rivalry. Insults flew, with Becky referencing Irish oppression, Ozzy Osbourne, and mocking Birmingham, while Nikki called her a coward. The two brawled, trading counters, manhandle slam and rack attack blocked, before Becky escaped, leaving their Clash in Paris showdown looming. Backstage, CM Punk says Clash in Paris is every man for himself. He dismisses LA Knight's table fall, blames Seth Rollins as the problem, and vows to reclaim the World Heavyweight Championship, crippling Seth, Jey, and LA if necessary, promising his masterpiece painted in their blood. Back from the commercial, Sheamus gets an equal and opposite promo to Rusev's from earlier, where he claims that the Redeemer has lost his passion for the game and is just going around bullying younger guys, but something changed through their trilogy of matches, and he's awoken the fire in Rusev. The next match happened between Rhea Ripley vs Roxanne Perez. Rhea Ripley and Roxanne Perez brawl from the start, with Roxanne targeting Rhea's leg using dives, chop blocks, and high-flying moves. Despite Perez's aggressive offense and near falls, Ripley powers back with a release powerbomb and dropkick. Perez counters with quick roll-ups and strikes, but Ripley's strength proves decisive. After blocking Perez's final attempt, Ripley hits the pump handle riptide to secure the victory by pinfall in a hard-fought, back-and-forth contest. Post-match, Raquel Rodriguez blindsides Rhea Ripley and beats her down. Rhea turns the tide, headbutt, and pump handle, but this time Roxanne runs interference, and Rodriguez gets the better of Ripley. Eeyo Sky makes the save, and she ducks a boot from Raquel. Shoti connects, big flapjack for Perez. Rhea recovers and joins in, and they send the Judgment Day girls packing. The Vision is backstage, holding a mutual admiration session. Seth Rollins says he was right to pick Bronson Reed up and tells him that he's going to destroy Roman Reigns. And tonight, Bron Breakker is gonna make sure LA Knight doesn't even make it to Paris, yeah. This is the Vision, and it is everything they dreamed of, and they're on the verge of becoming so much more. Back from commercial, Rhea Ripley and Eeyo Sky are hanging out backstage. Rhea says so much for staying away from each other, and Eeyo tells her she owes her for last week. Ripley says she doesn't owe her anything, but she's grateful and leaves with a smile. Kabuki Warriors roll up, and Asuka is furious. She berates Sky for continuing to associate with Rhea. Kairi Sane tries to keep the peace, Asuka storms off, and Eeyo begs Kairi to just trust her, and Sane walks off, saying she's sorry. The next match happened between AJ Styles versus Finn Balor. Finn Balor and AJ Styles battle back and forth with high-impact counters. AJ hits a plancha early, while Finn fires back with chops, dropkicks, and a sling blade. After Balor misses the coup de grace, Styles reverses into position and connects with the Styles Clash, securing the win by pinfall in a thrilling contest. Backstage, Jey Uso tells Roman Reigns he wants the World Heavyweight Championship again. Roman advises him not to trust CM Punk, focus on smashing everyone, and building his legacy. They agree, shake hands, share a yeet, and the segment ends. Back from commercial, we get another Bayley promo where her old NXT self tries to give her a pep talk. Her heel self from a while back cuts in and argues, and they have a big argument until current Bayley screams at them to stop. Lyra Valkyria is chatting with Adam Pearce backstage and says the Bayley situation is genuinely concerning. Pearce says he's called her but hasn't heard anything official, but he'll keep her updated. Judgment Day rolls up, and Dominic Mysterio demands that Adam do something about AJ Styles. Pearce says he gave him a match against Finn. What more does he want? Mysterio lays his case out, and Adam reluctantly agrees that he needs to do something and books an Intercontinental Championship match for Raw in Paris next week. Backstage, Roman Reigns ambushes Bron Breakker, slamming him into a road case before nailing Bronson Reed with a Superman punch. Adam Pearce demands Breakker head to the ring, but LA Knight attacks, sparking a wild brawl onto the stage. In the main event of the show, we saw a match between Bron Breakker versus LA Knight. LA Knight and Bron Breakker battled in a hard-hitting contest. Knight controlled early with strikes and a neckbreaker, while Breakker answered with power moves, including a German suplex and a Frankensteiner. After trading counters and near falls, Seth Rollins' distraction allowed Breakker to capitalize, hitting two brutal spears, one outside and one inside the ring, for the decisive pinfall victory. After Bron Breakker and Seth Rollins attack LA Knight post-match, Jey Uso rushes in with super kicks before Breakker regains control. CM Punk arrives, brawling with Breakker and Rollins, escalating tensions. A heated standoff erupts, leading to Punk and Knight's clash. Ultimately, Jey superkicks both Punk and Knight, standing tall as Rollins taunts from the ramp, and the show goes off the air. How would you rate this week's Monday Night Raw? Please share your thoughts in the comments, and thank you for watching the video.